Hello, everyone. Whew, welcome. Mm, what? Only what? 20 after 10. My goodness. Well, if you feel anything like me, I don't know for some reason I'm just exhausted. Um, beautiful though. Yesterday evening, beautiful ritual we did for the spring equinox. It was absolutely fabulous. It was a beautiful connection with some fabulous women that joined me and just allowing ourselves to step into that energy of bringing in the spring. And today, yes, oh, the sun is in Aries. Hello, Dwayne, and welcome. Thank you for joining me. Um, and it's kind of like a muddled kind of day today. At least it is for me. This is how I'm feeling. A little bit muddled, tired. The snow is still falling. Like, give me a break. It was like warm the last few days, and then bang, we're just blanketed with snow all over again. It's just absolutely nutters, man. I think that that really makes you exhausted as well as having so much of that influx of energy going from beautiful, warm, wonderful, okay, let's get things done. Rake up the pine cones to like like no word. I think I showed there's about that much snow on our on our patio back table outside. So there's about that much snow and it's still falling. So and the roads are horrendous. So oh, crazy. And the other thing, my poor husband, love him. He fell. I mean, he's coming out of the car and I think carrying the coffees because we decided, okay, let's just go get a coffee this morning. So we did. All good and well. And yeah, just as he came out, hit some ice and bang, there he went, and there went the coffee. Maybe that's why, because my coffee, part of my coffee fell as well, and his coffee emptied all over the place. It was just it was just one of those crazy mornings. Oh my goodness. But it is. I mean, even though we're out of that Piscean energy, it's still very sloppy outside. I mean, both physically, but I think emotionally, mentally, with it all and feeling um just things lingering. Just things are just so lingering. And as they're lingering, you can sort of feel the intensity or a buildup happening. It isn't a day to really be forceful and try and maybe force something out there. It'll probably end up backfiring you. I mean, the moon's in Leo and it's making some squares over to Venus and Saturn and which isn't very happy-go-lucky, and Venus is going over top of Saturn. And so all of her bling and pizzazz that she has is sort of getting depleted, not defleted, but depleted. So it's like she's meeting up with the father, meeting up with, and before she thinks that she's going to go out there and do this rave and go out there and this is the way I have to be. Oh, look at my hair. This is the way I have to be. This is what I have to do. I'm gonna go out there and make a splash, and then in comes dad and says, "Let's take a look at your outfit. Maybe we're gonna have you come in a little bit earlier. Don't exactly like the way that lipstick looks on you or this looks on you," and really brings in that critiquing. And that's what Saturn does. He wants to bring in that critiquing and saying, okay, this is if this is the way you want to portray, this is the avenue. If you want to portray this is the avenue. So really getting you to, she's sort of like taking some steam out of her zest. And so as she goes forward, and I think after, once over the next couple days, once she gets through that, yeah, Mars comes in. So we have two malefics coming into Pisces. So the spring isn't exactly how you know, we want it to be. So like, the hippity hoppity bunnies everywhere and the daffodils and stuff popping up. It is a little bit of a mix mash of energies. And we want to create some kind of structure, some kind of structures in our life. And it's just we may not be able to construct them as quickly as that we want to, and things might change on a drop of a dime, because I feel like with that Jupiter and uh, in Taurus, even though we want things to go in a certain direction, we want it to happen in a particular way, it may not feel that way. So I think we got to get our head out of the clouds and thinking that it all has to look a certain way, and put more of our faith and surrender, as I've been saying, in the divine, in God. If you expect God to do something in a certain way for you, and you're saying, God, you do it this way or else. I mean, let's say with the universe, God, universe, if you say, I want it done this way. This is the way I want it done. You're going to find that it's like, okay, that's nice. You want it done that way. That's just not the way it's going to happen. We're going to do it something. We're going to take you on a totally different trip in a different direction, in a different way. So you're best to ask for directions with God, then directions. Then you decide to make the directions, right? Um, so that's the thing. So it's to release everything that you think should be perfect, releasing that perfection. If you are wanting the perfection, sorry, you're going to have a glass window, a window, a glass window broken. You're going to have where you think it is the perfect dress or the perfect shirt and there's a snag in it, or the buttons loose or something. So the nothing is ever perfect. Nothing is ever perfect. The only thing that there is perfection is within your own spirituality, within your own connection to the divine. That is what is perfect, because you're coming into a place where you are in your truth, and being in your truth is especially with this spring energy, as we're going up to a lunar eclipse in Libra. It's about, you know taking ownership of oneself, not projecting it onto something else. And that's sometimes what, the thing is that Libra knows what it wants. It's like, that's what I want. That's what I'm going for. That's what it's got to look like. Da, 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 da. And it's like, okay, well, let's take a step back, because it may not look exactly like that. You might have the construct of it, but you want defining, because I know the seventh house, which is Libra, which is defining, it's the defining house. The Aries is like this is what I'm envisioning, this is what I want, right? And then you come into Libra, it's like, yeah, I want it, and this is the way I want it. It's like coming in from the first, because it's opposite of Libra, and then discovering how you would like it. Yet even within the Libra energy, you still have to release it on how you want it. So getting rid of those constructs, because we still do have Chiron coming in, and Chiron will make everything worse. He's going to make things wounded and hurt, and well. So you got to watch that victimhood of energy that's coming in, and things are going to look better once you release them into the divine. And with two malefics coming in to Pisces, it is just going to get a little bit hairy-carry, shall I say, as we are coming into a lunar eclipse. And then it's, as everybody's been talking about, the solar eclipse on the 8th. And I'll get more into the comet as the time comes, but that comet that's coming in with the eclipse, it looks very interesting. I was just on a site looking at this energy that's coming in, and it's very interesting, because the comet's tail is split, and when a tail is split with a comet, it's not good. That's a bad omen. But there's a lot of swirling of different colors. It's kind of like, looks like its own little universe with the telescope. That was it, the Jeffries telescope? Can't remember. Anyways, the new telescope that took the pictures. And it's very interesting to see the comet and the brilliance of it all. We know when it's, hits like a water sign, there's usually something to do with water issues like, you know, um, hurricanes and things to do with tidal waves and stuff like that. So when it's hitting air sign, which it's going to be doing, it's going to be hitting Aries. Uh, it has to do with strife and war and struggle and disruption. So, this is an omen of saying, okay, things are going to start getting, as we're going into April, um, testing us even more within our strength and within our faith of the direction of where we want to go. And that's going to be the biggest one. And I think even today, it's that preparedness, it's that prep work. And that's what we were doing last night with the ritual, coming into that prep work of what is it that I'm not taking with me, and what is it that I really want to encourage more of in my life and align more into my life, and do. So I know it's going to be a short one today. Um, Steve had I think I said, anyway, Steve had a little fall. So he's not feeling quite up to it. So I want to go back and check on him again and make sure he's okay. He's little bumps and bruises. Um, you know, Gotta go. And I'm going to go make him another cup of coffee. So, too. So he has it. Yeah. A little crazy today. So just take it easy with yourself. Don't try and push things. I mean, this isn't a day of really pushing anything to make it happen. Yeah, trying to make things happen. You're going to try and push a connection, push something together, and because you emotionally believe that's the way it should be, yet it's saying no. It's no. It's one of the beautiful things, practice that I'm getting into, and it's just recent that as I'm getting into my day, or before I get into my day, I ask God, which way is this, you know, how do I put it? Is this what I need to be doing to be more connected to you? So as I'm going through my agenda of connecting, if there's a bunch of meetings or if there's other things that I'm doing, is there a better way for me to be utilizing my time? And in doing that this morning, I kept on, before anything happened and before we went anywhere, I kept on feeling, call into work. You won't be able to go into work today. It's not a good day to go into work. And at first I thought, oh, that's just my ego because it's snowing outside. And I really don't want to drive to the other side of Calgary in the snow because the roads are horrendous. And I'm just like, oh, yeah, okay. I don't want to go to work today. Okay, whatever. I'll just put that out. And then this kerfuffle all happened, and it was like, okay, now I see why you were saying that to me, because I mean, he knows before I do what's going to happen, and sort of preparing me and saying, you know what, this is what you need to start doing, or this is what you should look into, and hence I'm not going to work this evening. So things that you might be connected, or you feel, this is where you got to draw back and take a moment and connect with with God and ask him, okay, is this where I'm feeling aligned? Is this what I'm feeling, or should I, maybe this has to go over till tomorrow or something? Or even with my, when I'm doing my website, is this the day to do my website? Some days I'll get, yeah, hell yeah, and I'm just full on, I can get a whole bunch of shit done. Other days are like, ooh, maybe just a little bit, but don't overextend yourself on it because it might be a little bit too much. So really watching that union. And then we get the lover card. So we got sort of, these are two lover cards. So it's like if you're pushing something too much, especially something you love too much, it may not come to fruition the way that you want it. Got grab. I have all these books. Kind of like a mad scientist sometimes, crazy lady. Um with a lot of this energies. Hang on here. A lot of these books, I should say. What is my perception of true love? Am I ready to open and receive love in abundance? So remember to mutually honor and celebrate your life path. So celebrating your life path, but with the Two of Cups being reversed, a misunderstanding, time to speak your truth. So speaking your truth, looking at the emotional trauma, the emotional blockage, in order for you to honor and celebrate your life path. So honoring your life path as you are being true to who you are, being true to that. There might be an adjustment. If you're being dishonest with what it is that you want to do or say and be, you're going to find that it's going to be hard to walk upon your path, walk truly within the love that you want to walk with. And yeah, so it's, you want to go steady. You don't want to push things really too quickly, because when the night's reversed, it's like you're not going anywhere. This is a day of just sort of staying still. It's a little bit stagnant. Things aren't going to move as much as you want it to move. So maybe you really have to look at what are those obstacles that are stopping you? What are those things that are blocking you? And this is where it's like, don't be spontaneous. Don't think you could just go ahead and do whatever you want to do. Take your time, look into it, look in. This is really truly in alignment to my path. Is this truly what I love to do? Is this truly within the path that I love and the people I love to work with? If it's not, and you're just trying to push it just cuz, you're going to find that things are going to really backfire, and it's not going to come to your highest good. It's going to give you some more lessons to learn along the road. And, we all know what it's like to continue to learn all these lessons, because it's never fun. It's never fun to have all these lessons being thrown at you all the time. But then again, it's like, are you paying attention to it? Because this is showing you, it's like, yeah, there's going to be some blockages. There's going to be something there, and it's got to connect with your love. Whatever is blocking you is connecting to your love. So if you are not feeling the true love and happiness within what you are doing or participating in your life, you got to take some time back, because it's a little bit stagnant right now. So the stagnation is there. You want to get out. You want to be rebellious. You want to be, do the crazy cray kind of thing, but the divine's saying no, and the energies are saying no. This is more of a time of prepping. This is a more of time of doing the stuff that you keep putting off, like laundry, the dishes, washing the floor, things that you don't want to do, your taxes. So if you've been pushing things off, well, this doesn't align with me, this doesn't make me happy, it's saying, tough luck, little buddy. You you better go do what you need to do, and put on your big boy and big girl pants. So there you guys go. Have a fabulous day. May the Lord and Lady watch over and bless each and every one of you in all you say and all you be and all you do. It's a little bit crazy out there. There's some stuff that is just happening in and around the world, like, where's Kate? It's like, where's Waldo? A monolith in the hills of Wales. It's just a crazy world. Welcome to the crazy world. And let's just enjoy it and take one day at a time. That's all we can do. All right. Blessed be everybody. Have a great one, and we will talk to you soon.